I'm Pat Harvey. The presidential campaign is headed down the home stretch. Both candidates are trying to cover as much ground as possible before Election Day. President Trump is trying to make up ground in the polls, and former Vice President Joe Biden is trying to solidify his lead.
KCAL 9 political reporter Tom Waite is here now with the very latest for us tonight. Tom?
Hi there, Juan and Pat. Well, just last night, both candidates appeared at separate town halls. Today and tonight, they were on the campaign trail, and time is running out. A record 23 million Americans have already voted. President Trump's campaign blitz continues. Tonight, he held another large rally in Macon, Georgia, where there was little distancing, and many were not wearing masks, except for those staged behind Mr. Trump. The president lashed out at a news anchor who hosted a town hall event last night, where he took questions from her and voters.
And in Savannah, it was like her face, the anger, the craziness. The craziness last night. And I said goodbye. I said, great job, Savannah. You did wonderfully. Good job.
With just 18 days to go and a record 23 million early votes cast, time may be running short for President Trump, who trails Joe Biden in nearly every swing state poll.
We love our senior citizens.
Including Florida, where today he tried to woo back a key part of his 2016 coalition, senior citizens who he acknowledged have suffered during the pandemic.
My message to America's seniors today is one of optimism, confidence, and hope. Your sacrifice has not been in vain.
But the president's handling of COVID-19 has cost him among Florida's seniors, who usually favor Republicans. Polls now show Biden cutting into that lead.
Americans don't panic. Donald Trump panicked.
Joe Biden, meanwhile, kept up his attack on the president's handling of the pandemic during a trip to Michigan, hoping to pad his 6-point lead there.
And experts have said that nearly another 200,000 lives are likely to be lost in the coming months.
Biden will get a boost from his former running mate next week when President Barack Obama hits the campaign trail for the first time. Democrats are even liking their chances in traditional Republican strongholds like Georgia, where the president was tonight, hoping to stop Biden from becoming the first Democrat in 28 years to win the state.
It's crazy and not true.
Part of the president's problem, he keeps veering off message. Last night in the town hall meeting with NBC News, he refused to clearly denounce the right-wing conspiracy group QAnon.
I just don't know about QAnon. What I do hear about it is they are very strongly against pedophilia, and I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Loyola law professor and political analyst Jessica Levinson says moments like that will not help Trump attract new voters.
And President Trump's response to the QAnon question, I really think shows that this is a campaign that he's playing for his base, because he is not going to get any Democrats or independents who I think want to hear him obfuscate.
With so many ballots already cast, there aren't many chances to change the trajectory of the race. The final debate is next Thursday.
It's hard to think of what would change because we know so much about these candidates.
And this weekend, the president has campaign stops in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Nevada. Joe Biden will be campaigning in North Carolina. Live in the newsroom, I'm Tom Waite. Pat, back to you.